Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do the collective for today. Today is Monday. It is April 20th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. You don't need to take on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use The Price of Love Oracle by Crystal Banner. Kaleidodope.com if you're interested. She also has an Etsy shop. I should put Kaleidodope on my link tree, along with Hattie Thorne and Rob Barthelman. So let's see what falls out. Let's see. Is it going to give love? Is it going to give something else? I didn't say love oracle because I just want to see what falls out. 3 on the table. Okay. Well, it's not bad. It's just seriously. Seriously. 4 on the table. Let's do 2 more shuffles. 5 on the table. That came out real fast. Last shuffle. 6 on the table. 7 with bottom of the deck. Somebody's going to trigger someone's boundaries, like skyrocket. I don't know who this is for, but top of the deck, redacted, forgiveness, euphoria. Somebody in the heat of the moment, in a moment like of, I don't know, passion, I don't love. Somebody forgave somebody and now they're realizing like I don't forgive this person. Like somebody was in their head about it. They said they were forgiving somebody, but then somebody's like, yeah, I'm not forgiving somebody. Something about somebody not forgiving somebody. Like thinking about it long and hard, saying that they're going to forgive them and then not. Hey. The only person or persons that I can't forgive in all of my story, in all of my life story, is probably the ex-best friend and anybody that was involved in that situation, which was probably pretty much all her friends and family. I feel like they can go to God for forgiveness. That being said, like I don't hold any ill will against them. I'm not wishing them anything bad. Like I just don't want to have anything to do with them. I hope they heal and do something with their lives. Otherwise, pretty much everybody else in my life. I mean, I think I've even said before, like, yeah, I mean, pretty much everybody else I would forgive, I think. We got ego, reciprocity, passion, unfinished business, shattered, drama, and Sade, bottom of the deck. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. So here's what I was laughing at. Someone, take how it resonates. This could be you. I don't think it's you, but it could be you. Someone feels as though these all go together. It ain't no lie. Someone feels as though like they're a very generous person with this passion card. And they feel like they weren't getting what they were putting out. If that makes sense. And I guess technically when you think about it, any person could probably feel that way about anybody, you know. And I'll just use myself as an example because it's easier to say it this way. Let's say to Bobby, I was a really good lover, right? Okay. Tina thought I was a really good lover. But you know that Tony, he didn't think I hit the mark. Like I was not as good a lover as his ex-wife Susan. Do you see what I'm saying? Like everybody could be different. And I could say, "Oh, Bobby was a good lover. Tina was so-so, and Tony was sorely lacking." Like everybody would have a different opinion on how they would rate like a lover, how they would rate passion, sex appeal, all that kind of stuff. You're not necessarily going to rate it the same way that they would rate you, right? Like it just kind of depends. Like, you know, kind of depends. Whoever this person is, like this is somebody that quite often thinks that they're the better lover and the other person is not. Like they find something lacking in that other person. It's all a matter of opinion, you know, like let's say we'll call this person Todd. So Todd is telling me like, "Oh, you know, you're not at all the best lover I had." Okay, fine. Fabulous. But I have, 10 other people that were lovers and they all said that I was their best. Everything is like a gradient scale, right? like, because who's to say those other 10 lovers, like they were that experienced? Who's to say this person is that experienced? Who's to say I'm that experienced? Everything like fluctuates. But whoever this is, they tend to think that they're the better lover, and whoever they're with, like, no, you're not that great. Like, you need to work on this. You need to do this. You need to stop doing this. Blah, 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 blah. And whoever it is, like, they constantly feel like they're looking for that person to give as good as they give. When in reality, ugh, people. I don't know. You're talking to the wrong woman, because now that I feel like I'm kind of like situating myself back into celibacy, and I'm in it for the long haul this time. As far as I know, I'm in it for the long haul. Like I have really nothing to say about who was the better lover and who wasn't the better lover, and I don't care if somebody thought I was a good lover or didn't think I was a good lover. Tommy could tell me like, "Oh, you were the worst lover I ever had," and I would look at Tommy and be like, "Yeah, you weren't that great either." Like, well, oh, Frasier. If you ever watch the show Frasier, there is the episode, and I don't want to. I'm going to give away too much. If you haven't watched it by now, you're probably never going to watch it. But it is really funny, and they are him and Niles are lovably pompous, and of course Martin, the father, and the dog, Eddie, are the best part of the show, right? Anyway, there's an episode where Frasier sleeps with his assistant Roz. Now they have been co-workers and friends 4 years on the show before they sleep together. And it's just kind of like a one-off, like it should have never happened, but they were like at a company thing and they were both a little tipsy. When they talked about it after the fact, because they didn't really want to talk about it, and they ended up talking about it like, I don't know, days later, something like that. They both made comments about how neither was that great in bed, but really they were like best friends. And they were never, at least for me, like I never got the vibe that they should have been together. It was kind of like, how like SVU, Law and Order, SVU, everybody says Olivia and Benson should get together, and they never. No, she's Olivia Benson, right? What was his name? Stabler. That her and Stabler should have gotten together. They never got together. He was married, he had kids, then his wife passes away when he came back to the show. And I don't even know if they're together now. I don't have TV, so I haven't watched like the last 3 or 4 years of it. But I remember that there was they were alluding to the fact that they were gonna maybe get together. The thing is you've been friends for that long, and then all of a sudden, like now you're gonna get together like 20, 30 years later. And I'm not saying that couldn't happen, and I'm not saying that it couldn't be great. But like on Frasier with Frasier and Roz, like they were just two totally different people. They were so much better as friends. And the fact that they slept together could have really destroyed their friendship. And they just decided to kind of like put it aside, pretend it didn't happen, and go about their friendship and be friends. And it ended up working out for them. But the reason why I brought it up is because in that episode, they talk about how the other wasn't that great in bed. But the thing is if they were really just supposed to be friends, they probably really weren't supposed to be that great in bed for each other either, were they? Because some things just aren't meant, you know what I mean? I like to think that if you're with the right person, that's all going to work itself out. And even if you are with the right person, the right person, sometimes it takes a minute. Like sometimes that first time you have sex, it's not great. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Sometimes you have to work at things. It is what it is. We're all human. I just threw the card on the floor. I think whoever this person is, if this resonates for you, they feel like there's unfinished business between the two of you. They feel like there's unfinished business, but the thing is whoever this person is, they think it's going to be too much drama to come in and have a conversation about this reciprocity. And I got to be honest, I don't know that I would want somebody from my past coming back and being like, hey, by the way, you weren't a great lover. And even though I'm telling you that, like, I think we have unfinished business. Maybe we should go out for dinner. Like, what? No, I'm good. Celibate for almost 6 months. I'm good. Thanks. I think there was probably drama in this connection as well. And this person feels if they come in, there's going to be some type of kind of like a bickering, like a back and forth. Like, no, you broke up with me. No, you broke up with me. Well, you did this. No, you did this. And I'm not going to lie. It's kind of, it it really gives me the vibes of a couple that broke up. Okay. Doesn't matter why or how, but they broke up. And one of these people is looking back on the relationship and saying, you know what? Like, I didn't get as good as I gave. You can even say, like, this isn't even about sex. Like, you could even say, like, I spent more money and they didn't spend any money on me, blah blah blah. I made them dinners and they never made me dinner. It literally could be anything. With the passion card, it technically doesn't need to be sex, but it just gives that. The thing is somebody, this person coming back from the past, to what? To try and rekindle a relationship with someone, with you, just because they want to try and, have sex again to see if it's any better. Like, it just it gives sorry, I'm in low battery mode, so when I do the next video, I'm not going to be able to use this guy because I'm going to have to plug in my thing. I totally forgot to plug it in when I got home, you guys. And I didn't plug it in all weekend. I was not thinking. I was resting. But, like, who does that? Who tries to rekindle with somebody to be like, oh, I just want to see if the sex is better? Or, oh, I just want to see if they'll spend more money on me this time. Or, oh, I just want to see if they'll actually make me dinner because they didn't make me dinner last time. What? What? And especially the sex thing. Like, oh, we've been broken up for a year, but um maybe if I go back, maybe they'll be better at it. What? Again, it's all interpretation. Just because someone was bad in the bedroom with you doesn't mean they were bad in the bedroom with everybody else. And I think that's a pretty yeah, it's a pretty disgusting kind of thing to do to another person. Like, hey, let's get back together. I really miss you. And then as soon as you get them into bed and you realize they're just as bad as they were before, or they didn't learn anything, then you're going to break up with them. Because I'm really getting with the Sade. You guys know, if you follow, if you subscribe, this is the missing piece of the puzzle. It's like this person is coming back around because they want to see if they judged this person incorrectly, or if they're better than they were before. Like, oh, have they grown in this last year? I just I just can't. It's just so dysfunctional to me. Like, you're going to waste time thinking about somebody from your past that you don't consider a good lover, a good partner. You're going to waste all that time thinking about them and trying to get back to them, when that whole time that you wasted doing that, you could have met somebody new and that could have been your person. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what? This is, like I said, okay, like, again, using my life as an example, the guy that I dated after my divorce, well, we didn't date, we were friends with benefits, and I broke up with him because I thought he was seeing someone else, and he was seeing somebody for the last 2 something years. And then last year he reached out to me in February, and we talked for like 2 months, and then he got mad at me because I mentioned his anniversary with the girlfriend, and he got mad and he blew up at me. And then I heard from him again in September, the end of September. And that's when him and I met up. We ended up fooling around a few times, and then I was like, I can't do this. He messaged me. I thought he messaged me in December about the road being closed by my work, but it was January. He messaged me in January. You know how I know this? Because I went back and I deleted all of the communication, and I did block him. Not he hasn't reached out to me since January. I just kept getting this feeling like you shouldn't block him. Like, you should have him blocked. Anyway, him reaching out to me over and over and over again. Like, what do you want? Like, you have a girlfriend. Like, they will, in August, they will be together 3 years, y'all. 3 years. This August, they will be together. They're still together. I mean, I assume. When I went to block him, he still had the picture of him and the girlfriend. Very beautiful woman, by the way. I don't understand. Like, why do you keep chasing me for whatever reason? You need to build your life with your girlfriend. You're going on 3 years. Like, build something there. And again, right? Like, maybe he did. Maybe he's just one of those guys that he can't be faithful. Like, he's constantly looking for a third party, a fourth party, a good time, right? I don't get it. Like, all the time he wasted chasing me because, and I'm not gonna lie, I've told you guys this before. He told me that he didn't feel like he had anything in common with her. The sex wasn't good. All that stuff. Could that be a lie? Of course it could be a lie. I'm not an idiot. Of course that could be a lie. My thing is, okay, let's say that's not a lie and you're chasing me. Why are you chasing another person when you should be working on that relationship with her? There should be communication about what both of you want out of that relationship. And if you communicate and you say what you want, love-wise, sex-wise, and it doesn't match, then leave the relationship and go find somebody else. Don't keep going back to your past people. And that's what I'm getting for this. Like, whoever this is, like, why are they wasting time coming back to see if someone's better than they were before when they could have literally been spending that time looking for their soulmate, finding their soulmate? Not that I would really want this person as a soulmate. I'm just saying. Someone might like s'mores. Can't remember well, I think I made s'mores with the ex-best friend. I'm not gonna lie. And I can't tell if that's supposed to. I think it's just marshmallow. I don't think it's technically s'mores. Fruit. Somebody might like a lot of fruit. Somebody might be taking classes or wanting to take classes for painting, for art, something having to do with the artistic side of somebody. And I'm not going to lie, whoever this is, if they're going towards, if this resonates for you, if they're going towards you to kind of rekindle things, to see if things have changed, I feel like this would be a missing piece of the puzzle for you, because I think when they come in and they explain themselves and they say like, oh, hey, like, I missed you, this, that, and the other, I feel like somebody's going to get an intuitive nudge and realize what this is. And it's going to be like that missing piece of the puzzle. Like, oh, this is why you broke up with me. I wasn't good enough in bed. Oh, this is why you're coming back, because you think maybe I've changed. All right. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it doesn't resonate for you, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were entertained, and I hope everybody has a fabulous evening. I will talk to you later. Bye.